What's up, everybody? Bloc Boi here. What's up, Beats? Thanks for joining. Today is the 28th, and we have just under 48 hours left on the global leaderboards when things close out at, midnight Universal Time Code. So, coming up quick. The leaderboards are getting fierce as always. People see a lot of moves being made, and looks like we got a little minor splits there. Things are getting crazy. Yeah, thanks. Green sleep, definitely. I guess I got some tight tolerances of where I can point my camera without messing that up. But thank you. I did notice. So anyhow, like I was saying, the leaderboards are getting hot. There's been a lot of people who have talked about the fact that they went out and did X amount of vaults and this much resin or whatever, and either went up or maybe even went down a spot in that amount of time. It's kind of crazy. So haven't streamed in a few days. I had to leave town to attend a funeral, and so I had about 4 days there where I was really not doing much. I'd grab a couple things here and there, but no dedicated hunts really, and saw myself in 5th place for the first time. I don't know, this month maybe not. At some point maybe I was 5th, but I've been fighting to keep in the top 3 for anyways for a while. And oops, I'm knocking stuff over here. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm back in 2nd in my last count. And yeah, who's that guy in first? What's up, Chief? The guy in first. Chimel? Somebody help me out. I'm finding him. So there's a couple things I want to mention. Minel. There it is, Minel. I've never seen Minel in the Discord, so I don't know who they are. And also, I've never seen them in any of my stuff. Never seen the name other than this month on the leaderboard. And that person obviously was saving up some good stuff to get way up there like that. But one thing's kind of got me a little bit motivated to reclaim that top spot, and it's the non-participation of the donning and doffing of the yellow jersey upon entering first place on the global leaderboards. I think that some of us are on the same page. I'm not sure. Minel, who can send him the message, let him know. Otherwise, I'll just jump up there real quick and put it on and show him how it's done. When can I drop my Twitch Prime to support the Q? Oh, man. I mean, what do you mean drop it? Like in here? Sign it up. Add me. Support the Coin Hunt World community and Bloc Boi at the same time. All right, so immersive gameplay today. You know, I got my videos all done, even though I was hunting like a madman today. I got from 5th into 2nd. So first, before we go to the live video, I do have a cool map. Wow. So this monstrosity is what I recorded today. So I've showed you guys a lot of Hollywood hunts, Beverly Hill hunts. I think I did one up to the Griffith Observatory. Did some in like Los Feliz. Probably, yeah, I took you guys down to Wilshire where the Lac McCrane is. We did that. But I hadn't really done downtown yet. And honestly, I have hunted downtown excuse me, let me rephrase. The downtown area is one of the least hunted areas in terms of where I typically go. And I would like, though, to learn more about it and how to kind of navigate through these one-ways to get some kind of efficient run going on. Because the first couple times down there, it was a little bit squirrely, to say the least. But so this is where we're going to be following along. And I believe, so conveniently, right up there, Olvera Street, where that star is, it's kind of where I started and where I stopped. So it worked out really convenient as far as this map goes. So we'll jump over to the live gameplay in just 1 second. So, yes! Mahandor, thanks, brother. Or sister, Hunter. Subscribe with Prime. Now it worked. There we go. That's awesome. Hey, cool. You got the first 2. So the first 10, I think, get that. The little first badge next year. Next year name. So way to go. I very much appreciate that. All right. So without further ado, shall we begin the show? All right. So here we go. So what you're going to see is when we begin right here, I'm actually in Union Station. So I'm basically where, I don't know, where you'd like pull in, drop someone off, you can turn around, you can go park, whatever. But it's on like the west side of the building. It's the main entrance, I suppose. So I think I peek over here. If you look at the map on this side, I'm going to grab this key. I might have already peeked. Did I already peek? What was over there? Union Station. Yeah, that's right. I must have already peeked over there. Couple user vaults. If you're passing through Union Station, hit up the Bloc Boi's user vaults. Those are the long game vaults that I have set up, folks. But when Union Station is at its peak, there's thousands of people going through there every day. I would love to see how that user vault becomes, how much more effective it becomes over time as the player density in Los Angeles increases. Obviously exponentially once the game exits beta for Apple, not just Android. Because I don't know, I think in this area at least, I don't know if it's the same nationwide or whatever, but definitely in SoCal. I mean, most of my friends, most of the people I know, most of the people I see, most of the people I talk to about the game, and when I say most, I mean like the vast, vast majority, at least 7, 8, sometimes 9 out of 10 people have iPhones. So, way to go, Apple. But not the best for the recruitment situation, but we're going to get there, getting closer and closer. So, repping El Capitan, that's right. He gets around good with that wooden leg. You know, it's funny, I think I said in one of my streams, Twitches, you combine them, it becomes a stretch. But during one of my live streams, I had said that I would be happy if the pirate captain was, he had to have a peg leg, an eye patch, a hook hand, and I think I said a parrot. Now, he doesn't have a parrot, but he's got that sweet hat, and he has he brought his Bodhi with him. He's got a basket of treasure. He's got a whole treasure chest that he pulls out if you watch his animation. It's pretty cool. So here we are. What are we coming up on? I think, actually, this is there's like a prison right here. And there's a VA hospital. And then there's another federal building. So I think I might actually be turning right up here. Maybe. I might go past it and turn right at the next thing where that user vault was. I forget. But it's a work in progress. You're going to see a lot of toggling or navigating of the gameplay screen, because I'm constantly looking, trying to plan my next line, because like I said before, I'm just not super familiar with hunting downtown yet. So, but I feel like today was actually quite lucrative in terms of keys. There was way more keys down there and hard to get to some of the vaults, so that's good, because I need those keys so I can get this first place back, son. Pizza guys in the house. Welcome, thank you. Don Machiavelli 79, subscribe with Prime. Good looking out, thanks fam. That's dope. Mind Puzzles in the house, support the stream. What's up, dude? Welcome. So, downtown's got a lot going on. There's a lot of construction, a lot of people. It's kind of interesting to see Los Angeles return to life. There was one point in time when I came downtown when it was lockdown and there was so few people and really so few cars. It's nice to see the city returning to life, if you will. Another cool thing that you can check out, right there, is the way that, I'm sure as many other places did, the way that LA adapted to not being able to eat inside as they created all these barriers, and all of these restaurants got these outdoor spaces. And some restaurants will forever be changed. We actually went somewhere that we used to sit down, and they said, hey, we're doing way more business with carry out only and deliveries than we ever did when we were open inside. So we're not reopening, even though restaurants can reopen now. So it's kind of neat to see how some of these potentially positive changes had occurred after the pandemic. Always nice. Very nice. What's up, mate? Where are you tuning in from, Don Machiavelli? Still a bit of a delay. It's hard to... Bloc Boi. What's up, Leppy? Renee, hello. Subscribed at Tier 1. What's up, everybody? Leppy, glad you could join us. It's always nice to have another casual in here. I know that Whitmore Sycamore, should he join, he's going to be happy to see you in here. Choman, what's up? Ayo. Displaced Albatross, hello. It was not mega hot here. It was really only like in the upper 80s, which isn't that bad. I mean, that's kind of like somewhat typical for the summer heat here, but there was some places that had absolutely brutal heat. I mean, as I was flying home from the funeral, there was a layover in Phoenix on the way back, and it was insane. It was like 114 or something. A friend of mine had a concert out towards Palm Springs. It hit 117. Somebody in Canada, I think it was in Vancouver, they were saying it was up to 114 there. I honestly didn't know that it got that hot in Canada. Seems weird, but learn something every day. Stupid hot, yo. Still from the Netherlands. Okay, thanks, man. I knew that it was a Dutch. I just forget because the memory I had when you were here last stream was we were talking about the Dutch QB. And I thought it was Netherlands, but I want you to remind me. Thank you. Crypto price increasing, a good thing. 57K GUI to 47K GUI today was rough. Maybe I do like the dip. Yeah, Manhandler, exactly. I love talking about hunting the dip, and it's my favorite thing is to like hunt hard when the price is low, and it's always cool to see it go up because like it's satisfying in a way that is like playing the market, but in a controlled way. Like some people try to time it and buy when something's low and then sell when it's high, and they can make profits that way. But then sometimes it keeps going up and you miss out, and then you have to buy back in when it's high, or try to wait till it comes back down. I've never really liked that. I think it's too hard to do. But the poor man's version, if you will, or the simplified version, is to simply hunt the dip. You get more when it's low, and then watch the price go up when it returns to normal, or when it hits a new high, or whatever. See it in 3 years and see. Imagine looking at one of these clips of a video in 2021, 4 years down the road when this game is only giving us 10 sats a vault because crypto prices have exploded and Bitcoin's like 200K or something. That would be sick. But you want the dip. So Chief placed a user vault across the Staples Center by the crane. Long-term play. Nice, man. That's going to be a great location once it gets built out. I think I'm actually the only one that's put any resin in that crane because it's so hard to get to. I had to do like some creative maneuvering on foot to get into this little nook where I could actually reach it, because at the time they had it the area cordoned it off. But now that things are opening back up, it might be easier to get to. And I don't think that's as long a play as either of us think. The Staples Center area or Union Center. Stuff's going to get big. So, Cuckoo Puffs, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Good to see you as always. 106 right now at my place in Seattle. Wow, that's got to be crazy for Seattle too, right? I had a brother-in-law that lived up there for a long time, and I don't ever remember him mentioning triple-digit heat waves. I bet it sucks. Poor pets. My dog loves the heat. I have a little Chihuahua. You may have seen him in some of my tweets, or an Instagram photo perhaps. And he'll sunbathe until he gets so hot that he has to pant, right? Usually dogs run and play, and that elevates their body temperature, and then they pant. My dog will just lie in the air-conditioned apartment in a window where the sun's casting in, and just lay there until he's so hot to the touch that you're like, I don't know if that's healthy. He loves it. He's a desert dog. But my friend's dog is like a giant wolfy, Alaskan Malamute, which are very um, cold weather dogs. So he's got to be struggling, just hanging out inside, sleeping on the floor. Vancouver melting my face off. Yeah, Choman, was it Vancouver that you guys hit like triple digits too? Something crazy, 114. I think someone said. I don't know. Renee, did any of the new features change your hunting strategy? Yeah. I mean, yes and no. Like every update comes with changes that require certain adaptations to your strategy or to your gameplay. If you really care about, leaderboard position. Because realistically, it shouldn't change how you play per se, but for me, how the newest update changed how I play is that if I see that it's happy hour or somebody mentions that it's happy hour, I might go out just to try to get some extra resources at a time when I might otherwise not normally go back out. But days like today, where like the end of the month, I'm getting everything. I went to all of my normal spots and then went downtown, and this whole video is like on top of my normal hunt. So everything that I did here was in addition to what I normally do. So I started really early today and just kind of cranked it out because I'm trying to catch that spot, trying to get back to first, and it's tough at the end of the month when everybody's not only playing a lot, but also you see, for example, Minell, who's now in first, jumped out of nowhere, must have been sitting on a lot of resins, maybe a few blueprints, but cashed in a ton of leaderboard points at once and kind of catapulted from outside of the top 5 solidly into first place. So now it's up to me and my typical Bloc Boi antics, which is my all gas no brakes strategy that I usually employ, and just go for it. So we'll see where I end up. Like I said earlier, we got just under 48 hours, so there will be a hunt tomorrow and then one up until the reset the following day. But it's been real. This month has been crazy. Canada's going so hard. I can do nothing but applaud them. They really have kept me on my toes, and it's been fun. So Cuckoo Puff says his dog jumps in the lake and my cat stay in the bedroom, which is the one place I have AC. Whew. That's rough when you only have AC in one spot. When I was overseas, I had an apartment that there was like it was in this building. I mean, the building's 400 years old, so old European city. The air conditioner was in the hallway, so you had to use like a series of fans to get the coolness anywhere else. What you could do though was close all the doors, and fortunately at the end of the hallway was the bedroom, so it could make the bedroom tolerable, but it was like the worst location ever. They would be better off just to put it straight in the bedroom, because like cooling that hallway was such a waste. But stay safe, Leffy and Cuckoo Pups, and everybody else who has extreme heat right now. It really can be dangerous, so be careful when you're outside, stay hydrated, and actually sometimes loose layers is the best in high heat, but didn't take long for someone to pull a happy hour false alarm. Right? So people were talking about it in the last few minutes, and then Illusion was like, no, that was a glitch. But then somebody else was like, no, there's one that just started. So I hurried up and went out. I had everything prepared, and I was just kind of waiting for my stream to start. So I went and did a little quick 20 minutes since I had a little bit of time before 7 when I was going to start, and it was not happy hour. Super unusual this time of year. I've never seen it this hot in June. Seattle normally has rain until July 4th, right? That's seriously, Cuckoo Puffs. I mean, I thought that Seattle was basically known for being this kind of gloomy, dreary, not particularly hot, but rainy and sometimes a little bit overcast area. But hey, right on time though. 4th of July comes around and that weather knows to get its act together so that even Seattle can have a nice 4th. Poor Cuckoo. Welcome back to the grind. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for joining us. Mom loves you, and thanks for the welcome back. It's real. The grind is real this month. I saw Beats actually is in 2nd in the U.S. That's solid, outstanding. Whitmore Sycamore's in the house. What's up, Dub? Manhander from the south, so it's 100 plus for a good 4 to 5 months out of the year. Yikes. That's super hot. So where are we at here? We're downtown. We're cruising. Stacking keys up. Where are we at? Oops, wrong way. Boop. Got like 35 of them. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, it was one positive thing about exploring the downtown area and getting to know that the flow, if you will, a little bit better. I realized that when I get low on keys, downtown is definitely the place to go because the ratio of keys to vaults is still very high downtown because there hasn't been a lot of user vaults set yet. And what I find in my typical hunting areas is that there are so many hunters who have already staked user vaults and plussed up those areas that in my preferred high density hunting grounds, the keys go quick because the user vault population has grown so much that they actually offset. So I'm doing like a key burn or a slow decline in keys as I go around Hollywood. But going downtown and a few other places, I can get a key surplus to kind of even it out at the end. Those are free nuggets for you guys and gals. Oh. The one thing you hate about the downtown area is the one thing I hate about the downtown area. Although one of my streets make it so hard. The first time I tried to go put resin in the Staples Center user vault, and I've been down there lots of times, but because of how they had certain things blocked off, I ended up like blocks away in a completely wrong area, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this later because it wasn't easy to even get down there. They just had so much stuff blocked off. But I actually didn't go over to the Staples Center area today because I was throwing in resin to all of the QB dozers I was driving by. Carrie the plumber. Good evening. Beat says that Mom Loves You still has 2 days to pass him at the last second. Well, I mean, she already did her power play. That first print was huge. So, it won't be something like that. Who knows, though? Mom Loves You as a pro hunter. She might just step on the gas, forget about those brakes for a couple days and catch it. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. You really never know. Jay Frey. Is it Jeffrey? Jay Frey in the house. Trying to stay in the top 25 this month. Let's go, Hunters. Top 25 in which leaderboard? Are you referencing a specific country leaderboard or the global? A lot of regular blues are disappearing. Downtown LA is tough. For sure. Less and less and less of the original blue vaults that Coin Hunt World added to the LA map are left because more and more of them are being taken over as fewer and fewer new in-between spaces available. But I think that we did a pretty good job overall as a community not immediately going for the blue vaults and just taking them over. I hear a lot of people in their area become frustrated because their other local players don't realize that the name of the game in the early days are to add to the vaults, not place yours so close that they replace them, because you're effectively taking that vault out of the game long enough for you to put 10k resin into it. You really want to add them so that you're not taking anything off the board in the beginning. So there's another pro tip. I'm not sure where that was at in the stream. I'll have to annotate it later so somebody can extract that nugget without watching the whole thing. Although I would argue that the entire stream is one giant nugget. I'm not saying it's a golden nugget. It might be a nugget of... No, you usually get some pretty good stuff watching the stream and hearing us discuss these different strategies. Folks ask a lot of good questions, and I'm happy to share that information if it's helpful to other people especially. Jay Frey said the U.S. leaderboard, top 25. That's a pretty good goal. I'm very curious to see how the user vaults are expanding, and since Cuckoo Puffs and Illusion Weaver are now both in the house, maybe they'll give us a little hint on something. Expanded leaderboards? That is success that the community has taken over blue vaults. Absolutely. I remember when you said that you envision a day when the entire Coin Hunt world is nothing but user vaults. And I thought that was the coolest thing because that just meant that everyone everywhere is playing it and that there was only so much, I mean, there could come a point when there's so many users that they can't add user vaults, right? I wonder what the threshold, you guys can probably get one of your programmers to crunch some numbers, what the threshold of users would be if the linear meter total of the streets divided by the user vault intervals, right? Come up with that number and see what when you can no longer add to a specific map based on population density and mileage of road in that area. There's a math problem for you middle schoolers. If a train is moving at 62 miles per hour, how many user votes can you fit in LA? Hey, Bloc Boi, how are you liking the pirate Captain QB? Arr, me matey. Illusion Weaver, I love it. It's great. I can't wait to get the 4th of July one. And it sounds crazy, like the competitor and just the coin hunt world nut in me wants to go up to Canada to get the Canada Day one. But Canada's so far from LA. Illusion Weaver doesn't let me spoil things. I saw that. You actually very politely, I thought it was interesting, during the Twitch live stream, you politely asked Illusion Weaver if you could even just slightly spoil something, and he very quickly was like, no, there will be no spoiling. I thought that was funny. I mean, come on, Cuckoo Puffs, you can give us something. What's he gonna do? Don't answer that. I don't want to see the bad side of Illusion Weaver. Yeah, if it happens, right, you'll have to put them somewhere. Rural players will no longer complain. Well, that's the interesting thing, right? Is you would start to see like a weird coin hunt world urban sprawl where the city players' density was so much that they have to start putting it on the outskirts of their towns because, there's probably not nearly enough people in some of the rural areas to actually reach that saturation point where vaults could no longer be added. I would guess. Just numbers. It's also hard to get in. I go rogue. Do it. Or maybe one of you guys shoot me a DM. Let me give the community a little nugget. They love that. They love it when I get to be the bearer of news. I mean, they love it when you do it too, but I get to stream more often, I suppose. But I love that you guys come pop in and show the support. It's one of the things that makes this community second to none. I mean, I have a funny story. I've been ignoring the stream for a minute. We deliver, by the way. Where is that? I don't know. The story I want to share is one of another game. I'm not going to name it because I don't want to disparage the game, but let's just say it rhymes with Room Reach, and it by a game maker that rhymes with Stuperfell. So if you can figure out what that game is, I used to play this game in this group for the longest time, and I was like one of the more heavy producers of Intel and like could finish operations or at least portions of them by myself. So I was like one of the top 4 in terms of heavy hitters in the game. And like many other games, I'm not big into the chat thing, so I don't like interact with them a ton. But I've been, part of this team and part of this the same group for like a long time. And when this game started kind of getting big, and I actually started telling people about it, I shared a link and talked about the game. And like not a lot of people really talk in the thing anyway. So like the next day I was like, hey, did anybody get a chance to see that? Blah, blah, blah. Tried to like bring it back up again because no one even said anything. And when you're in a group with like 45 people, you'd think that at least one person might have been like, oh, cool, I checked it out. Or a question or whatever. And I brought it up again, and the guy was like, he deleted all my comments, the group leader or whatever. And I kind of went off a little bit on him and was like, what the heck, man? I can't even, like, I was a co-leader of the group, which is like the second, like other than the guy that can kick everybody out, like the top brass, if you will, I was in that group, and I'm like, I can't even, post a comment without getting my comment censored. It's like a game I play. And they kicked me out. I thought it was hilarious. So I bring up that story to juxtapose the two communities. Coin Hunt World is like the coolest, closest knit group for any game I've ever been in. And the other one that I invested a ton of time and actually spent some money getting the gems to, or like $10 so you don't have to wait for your troops to get built because it takes time, stupid stuff like that. But it just facilitated a more fun gaming experience. But like crap community, cost you money, and it's a no-brainer. So I don't really play that game that much anymore. But yeah, that was that. I'm going to have to travel to our UVs periodically to keep the spot. They've said that eventually you're going to have to tend to them twice a month, which would create I mean, we're talking about a scenario so far down the road if we ever got to the saturation point that I had just mentioned. But yes, they should be tenable. You want to put them in a place that you can actually get to twice a month so that they don't go to auction, unless that's what you want to cash in on the short term on some good keys. If you got a good position, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see once user vaults do begin to go to auction, how that's going to change the game. Because some people might be like, hey, I just saw one go for a ton of keys. I'm key poor. I want to get this blueprint or whatever the case is. You know, trade up so I got a red for the next red vault event or whatever the case may be. And maybe you're willing to let one go if you think that it's going to yield a lot of keys at auction. But the marketplace is the thing that really interests me most because I have so much stuff to get rid of and I need keys. I'll trade you a Canadian QB for Uncle Sam when we get it in the auction rise. I know it would be cool if we could do it that way, but I think it's only going to be all transactions, I believe, are going to have to be keys for something. So in theory, we could trade those two, right? If I had one, I could sell it, and theoretically you could bid for it and win, and vice versa, but we can't just straight up swap them. I think. Pretty sure. Whitmore Sycamore says, man, if there is news left after the Hunter's Lodge, y'all have been busy. You were a heavy hitter in Clash of Clans. I was. I still am, I think, technically. I will play Clash. Clash is the one game. So, again, the juxtaposition of one of Flooperflell's games. Clash of Clans is one I will seriously rep. I love that game. I've been playing it for like 10 years. And some of these guys, I've been playing it with that entire time. And we've bounced around from clan to clan a little bit. But I always kind of go back to my original group. And these guys are awesome. And actually, you know, I got a few of those interested in the game. They're playing and they're crushing it. And, yeah, so it just depends on the community and, like, I guess the group of people. Crash of Clans. Oh, I see it now. You did what I did. I actually said the name of that one. Oh, well, that's today's sponsor. No, it's not. Not at all. We're all here for the Nuggets. Where are the Nuggets at, man? Thanks for stopping by, Trash Tube, a.k.a. Crash Man. If anybody got a chance to see him streaming earlier, he was live streaming just the gameplay, which was cool. He had a somebody accompanying him, which was cool. A little bit of interaction in there. That was neat and different. Coin hunters are the best, Renee. 100% agree with you. So Cuckoo Puff says that he thinks people might want to travel to place vaults in new cities, like when we open up Korea. Lots of potential users will take weeks to build UVs. So, okay, you say that, but the question needs to be asked. Is that rule that was once discussed that you have to be able to hit your own user vault 2 times a month in order to maintain it? Is that going to happen still? Because otherwise, I mean, I would probably be willing to crush a couple vaults. I would love to go to several big cities and have a Bloc Boi. I'll go to Toronto. I'll go to Vancouver. Head down to San Diego. Drop one in Vegas. Where else do we want to go? Let's go up to the Bay Area somewhere where all those keys were, south of the Bay. Where else? Korea? I'll go to Korea. I'll fly, drop one in Florence and Rome. Let's go to London. I'll put them all over the place. When's the summer tour schedule coming out, Illusion Weaver? And Cuckoo Puffs, are you joining him on any legs of that European tour? These are the real questions people want to know. What are y'all up to? Where are you going? What's up? Used to play Clash of Clans in the very early days. We got tired of cheaters. I know, me too. In the beginning, it was much worse, though, I think, as far as the cheaters go. Now I just play it like, I don't know, just fun. Connect with those guys. Not recommending it. You go to a country to place it, you will earn a short while at auction. I hear what you're saying, and it might auction for high if it's a key location. I wouldn't know where to put it though, unless in certain cities I would, I guess. Looking to maybe relocate to Austin. Left one UV slot open just in case. Probably a good move, dude. Traveling to a few countries to help launch. Can't tell you which. That's okay. You know, I'm just I'm always trying to peel away just a little bit of info. Pretty interested in the build, earn, and auction strategy, right? Whether or not that's viable. I mean, we're going to find out soon enough. I think, yeah, I don't know. I might even just do one just to, just to see, right? Just to see. I have one that I've been wanting to crush, but I've been waiting until it yields another key because I don't want to hit like 17 keys and not get that last one. So I'm going to destroy another one that's just underperforming. It's underwhelming me. So hey, is there anybody in here right now that knows Minel? I don't know what his story was. Where'd he come from? What kind of resin dump was that? How many prints? Everybody's always asking me what I'm doing. It's pretty transparent. If you look at the leaderboards, I'm wearing a Pirate Captain QB costume. So I obviously printed mine. We'll be able to see the UV stats when bidding on them at auction. That would be helpful, right? You know what you're getting into at least. See that guy on the bike just whip by? Woo! Those bike messengers with the food on them. You know, one thing I really want to catch in the live, the environment stream part of the stream is we have these things, and if you have these in your city, let me know. I imagine Cuckoo Puffs probably has them in Seattle. Seattle's pretty tech savvy, but they're like these little, I don't know, they look like coolers. They're these little robotic guys that deliver packages, and they're on wheels, and they're autonomous. They just roll around, and they'll come up to a stoplight, and they'll wait at the stop, at the crosswalk, and then they'll cross, and they deliver packages, and it's the wildest thing. I love it. They're just like these, it's the most adorable thing. It just reminds me of Star Wars. It's like, these are not the droids I ordered, but I'll take them. I'll take them. Okay, but what even is 2 Point Hospital? I didn't see that. Favorite non-Coin Hunt World game is Dicia Opera Omnia Final Fantasy. Cool. Otherwise, they stop playing pay mobile games. I feel you. There's a couple that I've played historically that I have spent money on, but as soon as I found this game, it's weird. It kind of like flipped the switch in my brain where I was like, I don't want to spend money on games anymore. So I don't like usually spend now. I earn. Stacking sats. Great question. What more Sycamore? Ask it at the next Hunter's Lodge. We don't want to wait that long. So Illusion Weaver says, if we open London, all the local players are starting out, so none of them have the resources to build UVs, so you could go there with a metric ton of resin to snatch all the London hotspots like a real estate mogul and then let them up for auction. That is evil, but that is genius. I like the idea. You know, London was on my list. I never made it. I was I was abroad for several years. Got to visit lots of awesome places. Never made it to London. 2 Point Hospital is a PC game. It's like SimCity except hospitals. Evil, yes. Legal, also yes. That's the important part. It's like a little, you know, I mean, that's like a pro strategy right there. If you could somehow manage that, then, yeah. London is dope. I know. Everyone tells me we were going to go. If COVID hadn't happened, there was so many more things. You know, I was in Italy when the COVID first happened. I was locked down for a while. That was not fun. I should have been jet setting to London, and where else was I that I was supposed to go? I was supposed to go to London and Dublin. Didn't go to either of those. I was not far away. That would mean destroying all of your own UVs first. Yeah, or like, I mean, I guess it depends, right? So the Euro Tour kicks off in July or August? I felt like they said the end of July. Just depends on when that requirement would be. I mean, you could technically let some go to auction rather than destroy them and then go do that, maybe. If you want to give us the Euro tour dates, Bloc Boi and I will fire around and build up cities with UVs. Hey, man, seriously, I'd be down. we might each have some collective bargaining to do with the union. You know what I mean? Make sure that everybody blesses off. But I'm super down. 100. 100. London is really cool. Yes, Berlin is also dope. A lot of history in those places. Absolutely. Huge risk, Beat says. Just kidding, kinda. Exactly, right? I'm not, though. I'm searching flights. No. August is when it starts. Thank you, Leppy. Who knows? So, I'm just going to quickly check my my Discord, because every once in a while they will shoot me a little nugget through here for me to announce. Hint, 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 hint. I don't see one. Illusion Weaver, Cuckoo Puffs, please, something. No, you guys don't have to. It's just always more fun when I get to make a little announcement. So where are we at here? Just tooling around downtown still. There's Olympic Boulevard we just passed. Looks like I'm back going north again. And where are we at here? Convention Center. Oh, wait, where am I? I'm not cruising north. Oh, it says I'm going south. I got two maps. I can figure stuff out here, guys. Oh, so something cool to mention is that today's the first day that I streamed under the Coin Hunt World banner. So you had to choose something, right? So for example, Crashman or TrashTube, if we're talking his in-game name, but TrashTube streams as well. And I just chose just chatting because in the beginning it was just chatting, right? That's all I was doing. There wasn't Coin Hunt World as an option. And I think that TrashTube had done that once or twice as well, but then he started doing under Pokemon Go since it's similar. I was like, that's a strategy. Maybe, you'll pull some people from Pokemon Go in and they could get interested. They're going to be like, hey, that's not Pokemon Go. Or maybe they find your IP address and come show up at your house and try to murder you because they have a ravenous fan base. No, but so anyways, TrashTube let me know that as of the as of the Twitch stream prior to the Hunter's Lodge, you can now choose Coin Hunt World as the game that you're streaming. So that's cool. Very cool. Fun announcement. Oh, and I also just wanted to mention this. So I have seen people mention that they've gotten, for example, somebody said earlier they got 2 blue keys, then 6 blue keys, then a green key for their 3 daily mystery boxes, which is dope because that's, obviously 1.8 green keys or 18 blue keys equivalent or whatever is more than you'd ever get in one day under the old 1 green a day system. And I like the idea too because a lot of people were asking, hey, can we reverse forge? And it's like, no, just plan ahead, or can't make everything in the game easy. I do like that they make some things actually require a little bit of work. You are, after all, earning free crypto, so swiping your finger up a bunch of times isn't too much work for me, but it can be a little bit tedious. Forging, somebody said they're going to forge 1,000 blues into a red. That could take a while, but even so, it's not insane. It's like you're going to do that 100 times, then 10 times, and then whatever. So it's going to take you 10 minutes. But, there's other games where you're just pinging away doing tedious stuff to build up your rank or whatever that's time-consuming too. So that's got to be an element of all games. You can't just immediately jump to the finish line. And, I always like to make the Call of Duty reference because, in college, I used to play Call of Duty for hours and trying to level up and get your prestige up and get different weapons and stuff like that. And it's just funny, if you ever came in that game and was like, no fair, guys, your guns are better than mine, and blah, 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 people would just, laugh you out. And you got to put in some work, make it worthwhile. So, yeah. Recognized by a game is Twitch. By Twitch. Yeah, so it's, right now as I look at my stream page, it says Bloc Boi Twitch, Bloc Boi, and then Coin Hunt World underneath. So that was new. And also, thank you. I don't know if Crashman, if you're still in here, but good looking out, TrashTube, for tipping me off to that. prior to my stream, so I got it switched. So 6 blue keys in the mystery box today. Pretty hyped about that. That's good. Yeah. So what I was saying, the other thing is that we can't deconstruct keys, but this actually gives you the opportunity to get those blues if you needed to, reverse engineer a green down into some blues. But you have more variety, and you can get some resin. Somebody was talking about how they got, some resin bonuses that like would take them days of hunting or weeks of hunting to get. So it's going to be good. There's always a handful of people who are like, they changed something, and they freak out generally. All the changes are good. Give it a couple days to adapt to it, and then see how you feel. Somebody was like, hey, at first I was like, no, and then they got something awesome like the 1 green, 6 blue, 2 blue, or a ton of resin. They're like, all right, I changed my mind. I now like this. So I already like it. I think it's cool. You got 2 keys, 4 mystery boxes in a row. Statistics be damned. Looking forward to 5K resin. For sure, dude. I got like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, but I did get 1,000 resin, I think. Got it today. Yelled, woohoo. Oh, nice, Beats. Got one of the 5K. That's awesome. 5K resin. A bunch of people did. Very nice. 1K resin, 6 keys. Yeah, so I got 1K resin. I think I got 6 keys once, and then it's been like 2 or 3 keys. But it's awesome. It's something you grab while you're at home and you're not out hunting. Okay, so the mystery boxes, as Cuckoo Puffs just mentioned, gives them more flexibility to do a wider variety of rewards in the future. So they can kind of deliver whatever they want in there. Or I even imagine that, during events there might be special mystery rewards that could fall into your box. I definitely could have phrased that differently. I'm sorry. Yeah, Leppy said that's lucky to get, though. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I think 1K, isn't that one of them? 1K resin? I think I got 1K. It wasn't 5. Unless that was from something else. I don't know. So the Canada QB is available from the 1st to the 3rd, and the 4th of July is only on the 4th. Is that correct? Can somebody just... Did I remember that correctly? Yeah, 1K resin is medium chance. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oh, okay, it is 3 days each. All right, cool. I wasn't sure. Was not sure. That's enough time. I love the animation of the pirate QB. He's just so cool. He actually looks like he's got a little bit more complexity in terms of the graphics on that particular one. Like the hat's got kind of a little thing in it that gives it like some contour. It's really cool, though. I like that one a lot. One thing that I'm wondering, which I've seen come up time and again, is like, when are we doing when's that legendary Bloc Boi QB event? Next year. Don't want to disparage the paint increases for the first happy hour, but it changed the landscape of my inventory in 1 hour versus 1 month of hunting. Well, I mean, that's good, right? That wouldn't be disparaging to acknowledge how helpful happy hour can be in terms of getting paint. Are you saying that because I was ditching my Memorial Day barbecue to finish out the month strong? Whitmore Sycamore says he loves getting resin. Most of the time, he's more excited about the resin drop than the crypto, which is dumb, but yeah, give me all the resin. Hey, I'll tell you what, Whitmore Sycamore, I will never spend another puck of resin, and we'll just exchange your crypto for my resin. All day, bro. Let me know. Yeah, right? Got in the game for the crypto, start hoarding keys like a dragon or like Gollum. My precious. Now you're a resin troll. That's hilarious. I love it. Don Machiavelli's got to be excited for when that Euro tour rolls out. I'm sure that he wished that you guys would disclose just a little bit of that, the itinerary. He's like, when you coming up to the Netherlands? I'd love to make an appearance at some point during the Euro tour. It would be fun. Would be fun. So is anybody here willing to admit that they got the Pirate Captain QB, printed it, and didn't select it so that people weren't sure whether or not they printed? You don't have to disclose. Some people don't say because it gives you a little bit of a upper hand in leaderboard in terms of if somebody's close, if they don't know you've done it or not, it might make them not do it. You never know, right? You could have already done it and then you don't activate it so people don't know if you've printed it. There's a lot of gamesmanship around that. I'm pretty straightforward in this game. I stream half my hunts. Well, not half of them, but I stream enough hunts to where you can kind of see my play. I use up all my keys. I use up all my resin. I get all the blueprints as soon as they're available, and I print them pretty much. So now you're a casual resin troll. Resin troll should be added. Oh, Princess Hyena, thanks for joining us. Add that to the vocab sheet for sure. Where's Garv Bar at? We've got some more coin hunt trivia, or coin hunt world. I mean, it could be trivia. What is a resin troll? Give me a date. Can't wait to play. For sure. He's gonna be a pro hunter in no time. He's gonna be tuning into all these Twitch streams, getting all the nuggets from all the seasoned veterans, and hit the ground running once it opens in the Netherlands. Get on top of your local national leaderboard. I mean the Canadians are like they're so sneaky, so sneaky. I mean, they're doing it though. You can't argue with the global leaderboard discrepancy with Americans versus Canadians. So I know that right now I'm number 1 in the U.S. and I think Beats is number 2, and I'm number 2 global, and I think Beats is number 8. I'm going to double check that right now, but last time I checked, that's what it was. So I'm 2 global, and then Beats is 7. Oh, nice, you moved up 1. Good job, brother. So he's 7 global, and then we're 1 and 2. So that means that 5 of the top 7 are Canadian, and only 2 are American. Unacceptable. I'm just let it be known right now that, you know, there's a couple months. When was it? Was it Garv Bar? I think it was Garv Bar. Took first, and Zizzy might have been second, and I took third. That was like maybe 3 months ago. And that's when I was beginning to kind of do all this stuff. And I knew that I couldn't do both. I knew I couldn't like teach myself how to do this stuff and like start editing and like learning to stream and use these programs. I knew I couldn't do that and everything else and play enough to kind of to take first those months. So I was like, all right, I was willing to let that happen as it did. But this month is different. Like as I like to improve and learn my craft and get better at providing content and like make my streams interesting, engaging, and fun, I kind of got a handle on what I'm doing right now. So I'm hunting like a maniac again. I think it was actually Whitmore Sycamore earlier said to me, I got home, you know, from traveling and was in 5th. And I was like, man, you know, these guys aren't sleeping at all. Like, no one's taking a break. I gotta get back in there. And he's like, just go show them what it means to be a psycho, man. I thought that was hilarious. Because I was like, yeah, they're about to find out. You're going to learn today. I remember when Zach was battling me. And he was like, what is going on? He thought he made all the right moves. And I was just like, the whole last week I was insane. And I think I ended up getting first. So I'm going to try to repeat that. We'll see. I mean, Minel or whatever is up there. I from the minute I got home last night to like up until doing the stream, I've been hunting nonstop, scouring the entire Los Angeles landscape to try to get back into first. And if there is a way whatsoever, I will do it. I'm not saying that's for sure going to happen, but I'm going to do everything in my power to get first because I got to get those 5 keys. I absolutely need them. Spending 2 red keys on the Pirate Captain QB kind of set me back a little bit because my intent, obviously, is to get the legendary blueprint when it drops in August for 2 purples. I've got a lot of keys to make up between now and then. But there is a plan and there is a method to my madness. So Ninja, more Coin Hunt World vocab. That was a swoop and a half of the Vancouver Crane. That was super ninja move, but same thing though with Minell and the whoever's in third behind XRP Phillip or Ripple Phil. Gia, something like that. Oh, Smoosh is back and forth. Gia's fell to 5th. But Minell and Gia both did that power move together. Minell clearly had more resin or perhaps even another blueprint or something, but they did that move in tandem. So that was like twin ninja stuff right there. Whitmore Sycamore with a recommendation for a purple vault question. What is someone who hoards resin called? A resin troll. So red keys are tough for the first month crew. Still top 50 though. Trying to determine whether it's worth printing the Bitcoin Kiwi this month knowing I'm out on June 30th. I mean, that's, it's a good question, Mind Puzzles. You can hit me up later. We'll discuss what your best strategy might be. So for those of you that don't know, Mind Puzzles is one of my friends through the Crash of Crayons game. And he's just absolutely taken to the game like a duck to water. He asked me all the right questions. I gave him just, some good beginner pointers, and he's just been crushing it. Like literally crushing it for a brand new player. Very impressed. And he's got some other players that he's referred, so their errors are getting built up. I just love to see that. You got a flat tire yesterday. It probably didn't help. Illusion Waver said ain't happening. Oh, I missed something. Red keys are tough. Blah, blah, blah. That's why you're rolling that more can reprint it. Oh, yeah, you guys have a bet. At 50 Dogecoin, though? Or what was it? $50 in Doge? Illusion Weaver said it ain't happening. I don't know. When are we exiting? I'll tell you what. When we exit beta for Apple, I'm going to recruit thousands of people in Los Angeles. Mark my words. Thousands. So I'm sorry to hear about the flat tire, dude. That's no bane. Threw off your hunt, I bet. Did you get it plugged or did you have to get a new tire? I hate it when it's like sidewall or something that they can't patch or plug. The Bloc Mobile is known for, it's got these thin little efficient tires that are known for getting flats, but I've gotten several, but they could plug them, thankfully. Can we print multiple USA QBs because I'm trying to max out in the name of competition? Ooh. Be careful, Whitmore Sycamore. The ninjas are in this room. Pretty sure scooters are the most efficient way to hunt the city. Maybe. I'm going to say that my Blockmobile is more efficient. How far can you go on a scooter before you have to recharge it? And then also, how many hours can you hunt on a scooter before you're like, dang, I need to step off this scooter? So I'm not saying that they're not a great method, but I would be hard pressed to see anything that's better than an electric car, at least where I hunt. But electric scooter, e-bike, both would be awesome. Better hit San Diego tomorrow, son. I might have to, Whitmore. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta, we'll see what happens. If I have to go to San Diego to hunt tomorrow, I don't know. It's a long drive just to get to some more vaults, but I know that they're ripe for hunting. I wish more people used the map that Anakura made. Jeez, I was looking at my stream and it started glitching and I was glitching. Is it glitching out or is that just on my end? I don't know if I should be upstreaming and downstreaming my stream at the same time. How do I need to figure out how to just pop out my chat. Can anybody help me? Does anyone know? Huh. I don't know. Probably more Canadians watching than Americans. Go Canada. And I appreciate all the support from our amazing neighbors to the north. I've already said I'd like to come up there for a visit to Vancouver at some point. Maybe do some whale watching. He's got to multitask and get those referrals from the Blockmobile. Exactly. That's another plus of using that particular form of transportation while hunting. Maybe one of them is a referral of the other. Could be. That's like an Inception referral. 50 and Dogue was the bet. Pimp out a Bloc Boi scooter. Canada better represent. Yeah, in a denser city, LA needs a car. LA needs a car for sure. I mean, like if you were just gonna go do my local loop in Hollywood, like Sunset and Hollywood Boulevards, I actually really want to do that on a bike, like on a single speed fixed gear bike, not a fixie, but like a flip flop. I love those single speed bikes when it's flat, like right around where I'm at now. You just cruise or little, they're nimble. But I can't do a fixie because like I don't do the whole, like if I want to be able to coast and just have the hub stay. So the flip flop hub is perfect, so you can like coast, but it's also single speed. But I want to get a new single speed and bomb this little loop, get a good little exercise, and then hunt the further away areas with the Blockmobile. That would be ideal. When we exit beta, I'm going to drop the Princess title and shoot for Referral Queen. Uh-oh. Princess Hyena, she knows what's up. And I have zero doubts that you're going to get like a bajillion referrals. You're going to for sure be the referral queen. I mean, you kind of already are. You referred me, right? So, LA is huge. LA is very huge. It's very sprawled. But there's so many great areas. Yes, queen. There we go. We already got someone backing you on that title. The referral queen. Should be able to plug. Work has been covering the tire shop hours. Rolling on a donut is not ideal for hunting. Definitely not. Especially because those things are really only meant to go so fast, or for so many miles, right? You're not supposed to. They're from getting from point A to point B. I've known people that like blew out a wheel or something and left a donut. Like this is back in the day, when we're kids. I'm sure adults do it too. I don't know, but my particular story that I'm referencing is way back when we were young, and somebody rolled on the donut. They had it on their car for like a month, and someone was like, you're only supposed to use that to like get to the tire shop to get a new tire. So fortunately, nothing bad happened, but. Actually, that reminds me of another funny story when I was younger. I used to wait tables in college, and I had this one manager that actually didn't know that you had to change oil in a vehicle. And he had bought this really nice new Ford Expedition and drove it until the engine seized and was like, I didn't know you had to change the oil. And I was just looking at this guy like, bro, he bricked his own car. It was like a nice new car. Wow. I love it. Yes, Renee, you with me? Oh, show. Leppy says, I don't know about popping out your chat, but I think you have chat messages on delay. Probably. I think that actually it's just, there is a delay in the stream. I think that's how it works. I remember reading that somewhere. There's a slight delay. So as I look at the chat, I'm often catching up to comments that were made because I'm not like right on top of it. Just is what it is. I'll get to rambling and talk about something that someone said, and then like 5 people say stuff, and by the time I see it, it's old. I don't know. I guess to me that's just how Twitch works. I'm not sure. I don't know how I can like increase or decrease the lag. I did upgrade my internet to gigabit, and I increased my upload speed, but I think the weakest link is my computer. Whatevs. I'm making do with what I got, y'all. Used to have a single speed. It was awesome. I miss that bike. I miss that bike too. I've had 2 different single speed bikes stolen from me in Los Angeles. And that's not cool. It's not cool at all. One of them, I was actually on the bus with my bike on the little fold down thing in the front of the bus. And somebody ran up and ripped it off and then rode off on the bike while I was on the bus. It's wild. I was like, dang, maybe that guy needs to get to work more than I do. It's crazy. Pirate QB looks clean on the map. Nice job, devs. For sure, right? He just looks cool in general. Might be him for Halloween this year. Just dress up as the pirate QB. You know, I don't know if I told Illusion Weaver and Cuckoo Puffs this, but if I was going to go to the Bitcoin conference, I was actually going to go as the 2021 QB with the blue suit with the green dots. It was going to be most epic, but I didn't get to go. Missed out on that opportunity. But I do like the pirate Captain QB is one of my favorites so far, for sure. For sure, for sure. I would have liked to see a parrot, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe in the future when there's custom animations that you can add to a QB, there might be an alternate, like different. You can toggle a QB to any of the animations that you've acquired or purchased in the game. That would be really cool. I want to say that they maybe mentioned that at some point. Cuckoo Puffs, is this true? Perhaps. How are you clearing boxes so quickly in the gameplay video? What do you mean? Which ones? Which ones looked quick? Because they all seem like they are much too long. The regular animation speed is intentionally designed to take time. So this is all just regular single speed. There's nothing fancy going on. So I don't know what you meant. Reward boxes. Beats out. Hey man, good to see you. Congrats on second US. Big day hunting tomorrow. You and me both, brother. Keep stacking them sats. See you next time. It looked fast. I don't know what to tell you. I did not speed up any of this. I do have a couple videos where I would speed up a section, like one where I was feeding resin into a crane I sped up before, and something else. Oh, like if I was typing in a Twitter thing. But this is all just regular speed. Regular speed. See you on the next buddy quest. Do you guys have a buddy quest together? Whitmore, hey Cuckoo Puffs, if you're still in here, Whitmore Sycamore has been talking about this for days. I guess Professor Xavier had mentioned something to him about the fact that I think he asked like what kind of stats can you track, and Xavier was like anything. And so Whitmore Sycamore said he wants to see his tap stats from his impatience factor. So maybe that's a hidden achievement, is if you've tapped a million times in the game because you're impatient for things to open. He was just tapping it. He keeps saying he wants to see his tap stats. I just want to see the vault stats primarily. Not yet. Once in a lifetime. What was that in reference to? Oh. Got you. The buddy quest. You're willing to bet your top 10 global for your spaz taps? I love it. You want to see it too? Not sure we have that. Tap stats. That's funny. Okay, so it looks like the immersive gameplay streams have stopped, so that means that we're right around the hour mark of the show. And I usually run it for at least an hour. I like to make sure that everybody kind of got to say anything that they wanted to mention during the stream, gets to follow along with the hunt that I did that day. I like to show off my various Coin Hunt World merch I've made. Most impatient user leaderboards, right? The like the Tourette Tapper Award. Most impatient users for sure. Hey, Illusion Weaver, speaking of leaderboards, is there any can you tell us, other than obviously new country leaderboards as they become available as the game becomes available in new countries. Can you share with us one or two of the new leaderboards, if there's going to be anything beyond the global and the country specific? Thanks, Mind Puzzle. Catch up with you later, definitely, for sure. Yeah, you'd be number 10 all the time in that board. Dropping like a rock this month on the leaderboards. Mike Falksy. Who are you, Mike Falksy? Oh, you're dropping like a rock, like you're falling. People are grinding. Seriously grinding. People are on it. Crushing it. Sorry. I'm just going to grab my water. Take a quick sip. Mm-hmm. There we go. Good man. Thank you, sir. So let me look really quick at this message. And just remember, you heard it here first, folks. Official classified information coming from the vault of Illusion Weaver himself. If you haven't logged out yet, don't. Give me one more minute. Oh, dope. Yes. Okay. So one of the new leaderboards that will be unveiled soon, is city leaderboards. City leaderboards. So there you have it. Bloc Boi exclusive announcement. City leaderboards will be one of the new leaderboards that are unveiled in the near future. Thanks, Illusion Weaver, for letting me break off the community with another one of those little exclusive gems that you bestow upon me. And everybody have an amazing night. As always, thank you so much for coming. And keep stacking sats. Let's hit that outro. You know, Bloc Boi out.